Hey guys, it's Evan the Cat King here with another YouTube video. Today, I'm doing yet another what if, total drama video. Cause, well, the last one, did pretty well. Not gonna lie, it did very well. It pushed me over the edge for 500 subscribers, so I thought I'd thank you guys by making more of these, because it seems like you guys enjoy them. But anyways, today is my iPad it's at 8%. I might need to rush through this. But this is what if DJ never got the animal curse in Total Drama World Tour. So let's just jump right into it. First off, first two episodes, Walk Like Egyptian, part 1 and 2 will not change. Cause, well, yes, he gets the curse in the first episode. I'm also counting Duncan as being out in part 1 because I'm pretty sure that's when he quits. And part 2 is Ezekiel, but DJ didn't know about the animal curse. He mentioned it, but he wasn't 100% sure. It doesn't affect his performance this early on. It also doesn't really affect his performance in the next couple of episodes. Super Crazy Happy Fun Time Japan had the pinball game with him and the panda, but even if he wasn't hurting the panda and the panda wasn't hurting him, if even if they were on like not cursed with that one, I think he wouldn't be able to beat Alejandro and his panda either way. And also, anything you can do, I can do better is also gonna be all DJ will do is not hit the baby seal, I think. I don't know if he'll be able to see or not, because technically he can't see because he was thinking about his mom's fridge, so he started crying and that froze his eyes shut. That had nothing to do with the animal curse, so I'm assuming he's still blind here, so that means they'll still miss Bridget, and either way, Bridget would be stuck to a pole, so even if he did see her, they probably would have spent... they probably would have gotten last because they would have had to stop to try and help Bridget get unstuck. But anyways, Broadway Baby, that is our first non-elimination round. And then Slap Slap Revolution, DJ, once again, it doesn't affect anything. His curse doesn't really affect anything. The only thing regarding the curse is that he chucks a seagull into the meat grinder, so it doesn't change anything. Lashana is still going home. Trust me, there will be some changes later on in this episode. Coming up, there will actually be a change. The Amazon race, that was a reward challenge, so once again does not matter. Now, can't help falling in love or whatever. This is the first challenge that will change. Because in the original episode, Team Victory lost because DJ went on his trip trying to stop to end his curse. He went on his own little mini mission throughout the museum and didn't help Lindsay with the invincibility challenge. That's why they lost. Especially speaking that even if it weren't for that whole thing going on, even if DJ had just left Lindsay alone, she still would have beaten the challenge all on her own. Meanwhile, DJ, the only reason they lost was because DJ destroyed their statue before Lindsay could finish it. Now DJ will actually be helping Lindsay, meaning they will actually win the challenge. And then also Team Amazon won it originally, making it Team Chris is really, 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 really hot as the losers. And in this situation, I think I hate to say it, but I think the other half of the couple of Tyler and Lindsay is going home. I think Noah, Owen, and Izzy will all probably vote for Tyler, making him booted. New Kids on the Rock, that's another reward challenge. It doesn't really matter too much. Just the only differences are that Lindsay's here, so DJ doesn't have to do the whole challenge on his own. Heather and Alejandro won't be fighting over DJ because, well, he still has a teammate. And also, DJ will be tricked by Alejandro with the fish. Now for Jamaica Me Sweat. This challenge won't change too much. I mean, yes, Lindsay is here, but at the same time, I feel as if even if Lindsay is here, her and DJ will probably still get tricked by Alejandro into losing the challenge. Plus, I don't think Lindsay would be very good at the challenge. First off, Izzy's still gonna get taken away by the military because she gets injured. Then Team Victory is going to lose the challenge, and I'm gonna say once again, DJ does win the tiebreaker. I don't think changing who wins the tiebreaker is really would make sense here. So then we go on to IC London. Now this is another one that has quite a few. It's not that big of a change. Actually, it is, because now we have 3 teams instead of 2, and Tyler isn't here. That's really the only difference. So no, instead it'll just be Noah and Owen doing the Jack the Ripper challenge. It will be the usual with the same stuff will happen for Team Amazon. Cody and Sierra will sneak off and get caught. Heather will get caught later on because she stays behind. Alejandro will get caught right away. And then Gwen and Courtney will find Duncan. And he will end up joining. Team Chris is really, 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 really hot because that's the second prize. Owen and Noah will complete the challenge, the actual, and catch Jack the Ripper or Ezekiel, and they'll gain second prize. Girls, Amazon gets first prize of of first class, while Chris will gain and will get Duncan. And then the losing DJ will will lose the challenge here. Meaning that is the end for Team Victory, sadly. I don't think DJ would be able to win this challenge. He's been shown that he's very much just like really scared of things, and he just would not do good in this challenge. That's just how it would go. Reese's Pieces. This wasn't originally a reward challenge, but I'm just gonna say it's a reward challenge because, I mean, in the end, no one got eliminated. But the main difference here is that Tyler isn't here. There is nobody to catch Gwen and Duncan in the act of kissing in the bathroom. So right now, nobody knows other than Gwen and Duncan that they kissed. And then, so that means Courtney is not going to find out yet. So that's the one thing. I mean, I guess maybe Noah will catch them, but I don't think Noah would even blab at all about it. The X-Files, that's the one in Area 51. I'm sorry if you're confused by me being a bit quieter. I don't know if you can notice, but my dad is trying to sleep right now, so I'm trying to be a bit more quiet about this. The X-Files will be very similar to the original. I think this time Noah will probably get abducted by the aliens, and then Owen will do all the Tyler stuff, like try to climb the fence, and like maybe instead of it being electrified, just trying to climb it and then just falling over and over again. I feel like that would be funny, because I feel like taking away Tyler from this episode would get rid of a lot of the funny stuff, and I think replacing that with Owen would make it more fun as well. Team Amazon will still win, because now this time they won't have Courtney trying to sabotage things, so they'll actually be able to complete it quicker. Meanwhile, Team Chris is probably going to lose, even if Noah is here, and he'd probably be better at this than Tyler. Then Duncan and Alejandro will realize that while Duncan doesn't trust Alejandro, he knows he needs to vote with Alejandro in order to get rid of one of Owen and Noah, and because he knows that if it does come down to just him, Owen, and Noah, then he's definitely going to be booted next. So it'll be a tiebreaker between Alejandro and Noah, and sadly, I think Alejandro is clapping Noah here. That's an easy clap for Alejandro. Now, Picnic at Hanging Dork. This time, again, it's another situation of Team Amazon will not have Courtney sabotaging them. Instead, she'll actually be trying to complete the challenge. Of course, I don't think that really changes anything. I think this is the same teams, and I think Team Chris will win this challenge. But then when it comes to Team Amazon, who votes each other out, this time Gwen and Courtney will not be the center of attention when it comes to the vote. These two kind of want to vote for Heather, but Cody begs them to vote for Sierra. And they know that, well, they kind of need the third vote, and they know that Cody's going to vote for Sierra, and they thought, as long as they have if this means they get a alliance in the merge, if they all make it to the merge, then hey, they've got an easier time getting rid of Heather. So they agree to vote off Sierra. And of course, Sweet and Sour, whatever, the one where they build Gwen's face. This time they won't build Gwen's face. But it doesn't matter because it was a Roar challenge. And now it's on to the merge. And as you can see, Blaney is also here. Blaney is obviously going to be part of this. She's gonna make her debut here now. As in terms of the teams here, let's just get all the girls on one side. I have come up with new teams. Blaney and Owen will still be together. Alejandro and Heather will be together like normal. But now, instead of Courtney and Duncan being together, I'm going to say Duncan gets Gwen and Courtney gets Cody. Or Cody gets Courtney gets Cody. Gwen gets Duncan. I feel like Chris would find a way to screw with it to get Duncan and Gwen together to start riling up Courtney. But luckily for Courtney, she's annoyed to be with Cody, but they win the challenge. Because Courtney wins in the original, and also Cody seems like he probably would have gotten those questions that Chef was asking right if it weren't for Sierra being a pain in the butt. So I think, obviously Alejandro and Heather will still fall. Owen and Blaney will still fall. Duncan and Gwen might not fall, but they'll probably lose. I think Courtney and Cody will do better. And then it comes down to a point where now there's kind of a big super alliance. There's 5 people in an alliance because, well, Courtney, Duncan, and Gwen are all together, as well as Cody and Owen trust Duncan more than he trusts Alejandro because he of Noah. But this I think is where Blaney gets to actually make a contribution to the show. She's gonna go in and she's gonna tell Courtney about Gwen and Duncan because she knows. She's been watching the show rather than competing on it, so she knows everything that's been going on between Gwen and Duncan, so she knows all about it, and she's gonna tell Courtney all about it, and that's gonna break up the whole alliance thing here. Now that leads to the vote. Blaney will also go to Alejandro and Heather and talk to them into voting together to make sure they can control the vote. She tells them that she kind of turned this whole alliance into chaos, and she is looking to get rid of. If they work together, there's a good chance that they're going to get who they want out. So these 3, Heather, Alejandro, and Blaney, are going to vote for Owen. Owen's going to vote for Alejandro. Duncan and Gwen are going to vote for Blaney because she told about them. Cody's going to vote for Duncan, and Courtney's going to vote for Gwen, and that means that Owen is sadly out. Same place as before, but I feel like it's a good place for Owen to get out. Now for Chinese Fake Out, this is originally where Blaney and Courtney got out. In this version, we'll say, once again, everybody makes it to the Invincibility Challenge except for Courtney. Of course, the only difference here is that Gwen is here, but either way, Gwen isn't. I'm going to say in this one, Alejandro, and it comes down to Alejandro and Blaney, and it leads to And this time, there's just not going to be anyone gaining invincibility. I don't think anybody should gain it, needs to gain invincibility here. It'll come down to Alejandro and Blaney, and the win, and that's when instead of just having them like switch dishes, they'll make Courtney wear the mask, and they'll have Chef give Blaney the actual right food. So then they just both throw up, and no one gains invincibility. That's when the vote comes in. So we have Gwen, Duncan, and Heather all voting for Courtney. Cody votes for Duncan because he's a spiteful little prick. And then these three, Alejandro, Blaney, and Courtney, all vote for Gwen. And that makes it a tie, and just like in the original, we're going to have a double elimination here. Chris is going to be sick of all the annoying bickering that's been going on between them, and they're just both going to get sent home. So then the African lying safari. The only difference now is that Blaney is here, and it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I mean, Cody is also able to compete because he didn't drink Sierra's stupid love potion, but Cody, he wasn't gonna win this challenge anyways. He's Cody. So no matter what, Duncan is getting booted here. It doesn't matter what happens. He probably shouldn't have even returned in the first place. So he definitely didn't deserve to win it all. So just get rid of him. Now, final four. We have Alejandro, Blaney, Heather, and Cody. Rapapui or whatever. And then, Drumheller. This is where Sierra originally got booted, but Sierra is kind of out already. And, of course, this one is gonna have her, this is gonna be a case where, with Sierra gone, this time Heather and Alejandro are both gonna gain invincibility. Because Sierra isn't there to win the challenge instantly. I don't think Blaney would really care too much about the challenge. She would try her best. She would try a bit, but she'd be like too full of herself to really do anything. Cody would be trying his best, but he was the only one who didn't find a barrel. So in reality, I think this happens where after Alejandro sings his big song, which is honestly one of my favorite songs in all of World Tour, then he helps Heather out, and because they both left with the two barrels, they're both going to get back at the same time, and they're both going to gain invincibility. And then it's up to them to choose between Cody and Blaney to decide who they're taking to the final three with them, and they just choose Cody because they see Cody as less of a threat. And then now we have the final three, and I think we all know what is going to happen here. Cody still loses. If anything, he may just like completely not make it to the duel with Alejandro because Sierra isn't there to help him. But either way, it's good. It's the same outcome when it comes to the finale. But I think that this is in my opinion, I think that this is a better season. We got more Noah. The one downfall, in my opinion, of this season is that Tyler didn't do as well, and I loved how much they did with Tyler in World Tour. I think Gwen making it further is actually a better thing, in my opinion, because it gave the love triangle a bit more development and allowed it to be a secret for longer. It also gave Blaney more to do with her being a more secondary antagonist. And then Sierra did not make it to the final four, which I'm fine with because Sierra didn't really need to make it there that far. But anyways, guys, this is what if DJ didn't get the animal curse. He did a bit better. Also, Lindsay did a bit better. But, leave a comment. More what ifs. More who would win books. I love you guys. I love you guys. But anyways, see you guys next time.